Now, do you remember which one of these went where? Oh no.
Hi, I'm Shay Lacey. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are here with the Suzuki Boulevard on the lift. It is time to get it ready to sell. This bike could be your bike or your girlfriend's or your boyfriend's or your child's bike. This is a perfect beginner bike. It got me through my entire beginner phase of riding motorcycles, but I feel like I've transcended to the next level. So I am selling the Suzuki Boulevard. So let's polish her up, replace the solenoid, because that's the only thing that's actually wrong with it.
Well, we're gonna go through it anyway and see if anything else. Sometimes a motorcycle sit, and it hasn't sat that long, maybe like 6 months ago or something like that.
Oh my God, has it actually been 6 months?
I think it's been 6 months at least. So it hasn't been that long since it's been sitting, but it is good to go through it, especially if we're gonna give it to somebody else. I would not want to give somebody else a motorcycle that I wasn't completely confident in. And we make a lot of jokes around here, and we're like, oh, the Custom way, and kind of do things half-assed, but not the case when somebody else is riding the bike, that's for sure. First things first, what's the first thing you do to a motorcycle that's been sitting for 6 months when you want to
change the oil, charge the battery?
Before we do anything else, we're going to charge the battery.
This bike doesn't even have a license plate.
It does have a license plate, it's just not on it.
Where's the license plate for this motorcycle?
I think I was using it for my Ducati.
Bro,
I keep track of license plates. I just
I do not.
Everything. Our birthday's the same month, so it's fine. Well, Shay Lacey does have a broken arm right now. We have a solution because we're going like, okay, well, you can't ride very well. I think you could ride. So yeah, here's the deal. You're not supposed to be putting like crazy, weird twisting and pressure on that. Trust me, she's playing it safe right now. You want it to heal right. Anyway, we found a solution for working on bikes that would normally take 2 hands.
This is my first time trying to wrench on my bike since my accident, so I might actually not be able to do anything.
There you go. Now you're playing with fire.
Combine.
Our powers combined. We are Captain Scumbag. Are you going the correct way?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe give it a squeeze. See which way it turns. Is that turning right or left?
It's turning right.
That's the wrong way. That's the right way. Left.
Left.
Is left the right way? I think left is a way, but it's not the right way.
Wait, is it?
No, it's the correct way.
See, I don't need to brace it.
Yet, okay. Let's get this off of here. And, oh yeah, that's right. The battery's in a horrible location on this motorcycle. I forgot about that.
So that is the one downside to this motorcycle is I am a person who leaves my key on all the time, and I constantly need to recharge my battery. The battery's a bitch to get to.
Yeah, it's probably the biggest drawback of this bike. So what we'll do, since we have an extra one, is while we have the battery out, we'll put a battery tender on this because it really needs one. Forever gets it next, you'll have a battery tender. All right, so I'll go ahead and pull the battery out. Okay, well, we've got the battery on the charger over there. We'll see if it takes a charge or not. If it doesn't, we'll just, I don't know, man, maybe leave it outside, tie a key to it, fly a kite, let it get hit with lightning. We're not really sure. Ooh, drop it in the bath. Throw it in the ocean and let the electric eels make it one of their own. Take it to their homes, charge it up, raise it as their own son. Then we'll come back and steal it away. We'll be like, we're your long lost father. We're back from getting cigarettes. Time to go to the store and buy candy. And they'll be like, no, we raise you like you're our own. And we'll be like, but candy.
What?
Anyway, vacuum out these leaves. If this bike is going to someone else, we're gonna send it to them nice, okay? Now, there's a bunch of leaves under here because we live in Florida and there's oak trees.
Isn't it like super legal to cut down an oak tree or something?
Yeah, it is super illegal. That's why you wait for a hurricane. You're just like, oh no, it fell. Not off the lift. We're not selling that. Let's try this. She's gone from suck to blow. That's working better.
An impossible task.
All right, time to change that solenoid, kiddo. It's down there somewhere.
There.
Yeah, it's not exactly, I would say not exactly the easiest thing in the world to change. Just you got to have clever little fingers to get in there. So where you can't do it, I'll help you. So first thing, we're going to disconnect these guys. That's a really common mistake people make when they start taking this stuff apart, is they'll just try to force their way past these connectors. Well, just disconnect them. There's only two. It's white and this one's green. You are not going to lose track of which one's which.
I often try and force my way past things instead of just dealing with them.
I mean, me too, if I'm being honest here. I'm glad you're trying. Should have tried to not break your arm.
Did you see the video of me crashing? It's so stupid.
You know what? Shit happens, man. I've crashed doing dumber shit.
People are like, you took it a lot better than you did the last time.
Well, yeah, you didn't hit your head. Now we can get at this. Now, if we were doing this with the battery still in, we would definitely disconnect the negative battery terminal. But we just took the battery out. There you go. So be very careful with this one. Oh, dude, because if we mess this up, we'll be in trouble. So you got to be careful because you've got a couple different angles happening here. So it's going to torque that ratchet in your hand a weird way. Is it working?
Mm-hmm. It's just kind of strange, and I'm making sure not to pick it up because I'm nervous now.
Good job! You did it! Look at you! You're a tool using creature. like a monkey with a sticky piece of grass. and a hurt paw. You can do it. I think the real award here goes to me, having to watch you do this.
Dude, honestly, so I think about that all the time, about people who have to watch me in real time work on motorcycles, like how frustrating it must be to like watch me struggle when you know the easiest way to do things, and I'm like constantly catching on something or like can't get it in the right place, and you're just like, come on, dude, it's like an inch.
I never get mad. It's a good exercise for me in patience. So it takes patience to let somebody make mistakes that are learning experiences instead of just stopping somebody and doing it the fastest way possible. Otherwise, you'll never learn and you'll just rely on me to do it. Now, what would be a real bastard? Okay, it's not. As if there was a nut on the back underneath the fender. That would be annoying. If it was a Harley Davidson, there would be. That every nut and bolt on a Harley Davidson has a nut on the other side. It's not welded on. Of course, that also increases its rebuildability factor. If you misthreaded this, now the whole fender could be ruined. Put it in the little tray with all the others. You get in the habit of putting everything you take off in that tray.
The tray? You mean the lift?
No, there's a tray. It's right there.
What, there's a tray?
Yes, specifically for every part you take off this bike.
I'm just putting this shit on the lift.
When you have a wobble and you're trying to get into somewhere where you can't control it, you just take a piece of electrical tape. And I don't like to keep it on there all the time because I think it interferes if you have it on there all the time. And you just kind of loosely wrap it around there like that. And now it doesn't wobble as much. And you can kind of point it in the direction after you look down there that you always cut towards yourself. That way nobody else gets hurt. You know, if anybody gets cut, it's you.
Remember, always cut towards your genitals, like Ed Marsh said.
Always towards your genitals. Now, you can position it and it'll stay there. Now let's see if we can actually do it. I'm talking all this crap. All right, now be careful because it is now at an extra weird angle. You're not gonna do it. You can still do it. You just gotta be careful, brace it.
With my brace, it'd be easier if there was a bolt on the back that I could just twist off.
Yes. Not Suzuki's finest moment, I would say. The thing about these bikes is they just don't ever break down. This is one of the few things on this motorcycle that was known for going bad. So whoever gets it next won't have to deal with this. Just gonna literally have to take it all the way out with a wrench. I cannot even get my fingers in there. Like I can't get 2 fingers in there to spin it. This is a tiny little gear wrench set. I'll have a link to it on Amazon. I use this all the time. Forget how much it is on Amazon. You can go sideways, so it's a little wrench like that, but it also is for very hard to reach screws. You can put this in here if you have a very hard to reach Torx. Instead of going at it with a T handle, you can now go at it sideways. If it's in a weird, hard to reach location and you have a ratchet still. Buy one. Trust me, you will use it if you work on bikes at all. I don't think anybody really understands how tight it is in there. Like even Shadetree hands, which are like much smaller than mine. Barely have enough room to work in there. But even just when you have one hand, it's just frustrating anyway. So even if you can only use one hand, constantly in your head going like, if I only had my other hand, I could do this. See, I motivated you with that. You would have given up thing. Me? Give up?
Okay, no, I give up.
I don't blame you. So this isn't like a I don't know how to do it thing. What you're experiencing right now, Shay?
Frustration. That's what I'm experiencing.
What you're experiencing right now is a finger dexterity thing. So it's literally just like
yeah, I don't have the most dexterity right now.
Yeah, even outside of that, just learning how to work on things and having the dexterity.
Yeah, but try and do it without that hand.
So I'm going to show Shaylisi a trick. And this is with these bolts that are in very hard to reach locations. This is actually a trick, Shay. Now pay attention, because this is not super complicated, but you're going to want to remember it. With something like this that's not in a load-bearing position, doesn't experience a lot of flex or anything like that, there's a really easy trick when you have two bolts and you have one bolt that's harder to get at. I learned this replacing starters on 4.6 liter Mustangs when I was a Ford technician. Normal starters have two bolts, those had three bolts, and the top bolt was really hard to get to. Now with this easy trick, it becomes an absolute breeze. One bolt with Loctite. So this is just a solenoid. It doesn't need to have two bolts holding it in. It's under no torsion. Nothing bad's gonna happen to it. So put a little bit of Loctite on that, and guess what? That sucker ain't going anywhere. Now, if this was a better balanced engine, you could not even use Loctite and it probably wouldn't go anywhere. But the Suzuki Savage it vibrates like a Harley. Not like horribly, it's not gonna rattle your teeth out, but it vibrates probably about the same as an 883 Sportster. So we're gonna go ahead and take a little precaution because this bike is going to somebody else. We don't want them to have a dangerous bike. We put a little bit of Loctite on that thing. That ain't going nowhere. You're so lucky you didn't break your right arm. That would have sucked so freaking bad.
We try to put the other bolt back on now?
No, that bolt. Now, do you remember which one of these went where? Oh no.
Was I supposed to remember?
Yeah, they go. There's two. They don't. You can't randomly put them on. They have to go on the correct ones.
Interesting.
Oh.
Now what?
I don't know. Give up. If you go over to the toolbox, okay, go to the left side of the toolbox, on the outside of the toolbox, on the side of it. In between the toolbox.
The right side? What's wrong with me?
Something about you and your left side.
The thing longer?
The thing longer. It's got a magnet on the end right now, so you should be able to just pick that up. What would the world be like if we invented a thing longer?
Oh, thank God.
That is, I'll put that in the description too, dude. What? Put that Amazon link to that in the description too, dude. What would life be like with the thing? No, I don't think so. I do not think so. We got that shit on tape, dude. Hell no.
Erg.
So here, you want to teach you a little trick?
No. Had enough of your tricks today.
Now see, if you put the thing longer back in the wrong place, you wouldn't be able to find it.
This is like a fun little crane game.
What's it gonna be? Who's down there? What you got? All right, let me show you a cool little trick. And so we are gonna use it on account of, it's a good thing to know. Grab the little nut right there. You just take it like that, stick it in there like that. See how it doesn't go anywhere?
Interesting.
Now that's on here. Now, oh, ooh, ooh.
Oh, woo!
Now that doesn't always work, but in this case, when you're working with one hand there, that's something that can really come in handy.
I really even needed the second hand still.
So since you're using a straight ratchet, you want to make sure you're going at it exactly straight. So we want that straight down there. Now you're not going to be able to go all the way because you've got that paper on there, and you don't want to have that paper go into the threads.
That's not a gasket?
I mean, anything's a gasket if you believe in it, right? There you go. Now just do it now. Before you tighten it all the way down, do the other one.
I need to do a little more for safety.
So you don't have to start over again?
Yeah, just in case.
Oh no! All right, so let's start over. From the top, the thing longer. Luckily, you put it back where it goes, so you know exactly where to find it. You're getting really good at your crane game there. Look how fast she is.
Good at crane
Oh my
game.
gosh. Make sure you're completely straight on there. Okay, you feel it catching. All right, pull that off. I'll tighten it down a little bit more so we don't fall off again. Having a little freaking baby's first freak out over here.
You think that's my first freak out today?
Start every morning with an existential crisis around here. I don't have my first cup of coffee until I have had my first existential crisis, lying in bed staring at the ceiling, wondering what the hell I'm doing with my life. Oh my God, is this it? Oh my God, I'm running out of time. The sun's already up. We're running out of time. We're out of time. We're out of time. We're out of time. We're out of time. Go fast. Go, 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 go.
Is this the right switch though?
I don't know, Shay. You took it off. You're gonna have to make a judgment call here. I did not pay attention.
Really?
No, I didn't. Yeah, there you go. You don't even need the paper on that one. Good job. So luckily, you marked those onto which one they went onto.
Yes.
There's no guessing. I like to avoid as much guessing as possible when you're working on your motorcycle. Sometimes you gotta guess a little bit, but we like to, as much as we can avoid it, we will. And people never put these back on. They never put these back on.
Why?
Because they're hard to put back on. It's annoying. But the problem is like if something touches these, like if these go into the frame or something like that, or whatever, and they somehow get connected, well, then your starter is just going to be spinning and spinning and spinning, even if the motor's running, and there's nothing you can do to stop it except actually disconnect the battery. And you know how hard it is to disconnect the battery on this bike. Now, will it ever do that? Probably not. It's a rare occurrence. But the fact that this is on here, it happens. Well, yeah, you can do that one-handed. Look at you go. Your arm could be broken for 6 months. You'd be fine. You already got this.
I want to go dirt biking.
All right, let's see if this thing fires up after all your hard work. Yeah, we'll do the other one.
Put it in backwards.
Yes, you did. You put it in backwards. You can do it. There we go. I don't know if you're gonna be able to do that with one hand.
We're gonna find out. Can you push it a little more?
Yeah, one-handed, baby. Well, we got headlights. That's a good sign, but you know that's not what the problem was before.
Yeah.
All right, you got the fire extinguisher ready?
No.
Doesn't sound like something's like...
Ticking, yeah. It's time to do the final test to see if it runs. We replaced the battery because we heard a clicking sound. We weren't really sure what it was. We wanted to make sure that it wasn't anything dangerous. It's nothing dangerous.
But we did kill the battery and we had to get a new battery. So whoever gets it is getting a bike with a brand new battery. It's your bike, you do the honors.
I can't pull in the clutch.
Alex, will pull in the clutch.
Here,
Oh no, what happened? The key's not on. No, that's where a Sportster key is.
Oh no!
She forgot.
Oh no, dude.
Here's
Make sure the choke's pulled.
Oh my god, bop it, twist it, shake it.
Why not?
Of course it runs.
Yeah, of course it runs. Like literally not even a hiccup.
Yeah, it was just like,
Literally
all right,
not
I'm
even a
running.
hiccup.
Yeah.
All right, well, now for part 2, which is make it look good again.
No.
Well, that's what Alex is here for.
By the way, DaDiplomat's here now. Finally, for once, someone else is gonna teach me how to clean.
Have you ever cleaned a motorcycle before?
I have never cleaned a motorcycle, like not in a proper way. The only way I've cleaned a bike is, you know, you have to like scratch it with aluminum or something, or like unscratch it with aluminum.
Scratching sounds scary.
Yeah, you're unscratching it with aluminum.
Make this leather look brand new and make these tins look all brand new. And somebody's gonna have a nice bike.
It's not gonna be me. All right, let's get started. The next day, now it's back to cleaning the boulevard.
All right, come here, I'm gonna show you how to polish chrome. It's not hard. Wax on, wax off. Luckily, this is actually really good chrome, so it's gonna come really clean. Suzuki didn't have to go so hard on all this chrome, but they did.
I know, I love it. that's why I've always been a chrome person, is because I've I didn't know that black bikes were cool until I got Harleys.
It's already a freaking mirror. That just means it's good chrome. Many different varieties of chrome, you know, not all of it's good chrome. So if it's done real well, it resists pitting. That's why there's no rust on it. But even when chrome gets little rust spots on it, it doesn't matter. You can still polish that out.
You gonna help or are you just gonna stand there? Oh my god. I liked when Diplomat was here. He did most of the work. How do I get the residue off that? Is that for later?
No, that's never coming off.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's just peeling.
Oh,
That's part of the clear coat.
no. That is so sad. Why does that happen?
Sitting in one place in the sun.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. That's what does it.
Well, the official Maria Mew is bringing me some aluminum foil so I can finish polishing my motorcycle because she stole my last roll when I was out of town.
Sorry, I needed foil and I was out and you were gone for like a week and I was like,
I don't blame you.
thank you. Yeah.
This is a trick I've showed Shadetree many times before. When you've got a little bit of rust pitting, all you need is aluminum foil to get it out. You don't want to use aluminum foil on your paint or anything with a clear coat, but aluminum foil is not as hard as chrome. So if it's not as hard as chrome and you've got these little tiny pitting in there that has gathered a tiny amount of rust in it, all you have to do is hit it with some aluminum foil and the tiny little crevices of the aluminum foil will get in there and get it out. And then you can polish it up and it'll look perfect again. So no, once you get a little bit of rust on chrome, it's not the end of the chrome, I promise you. It happens, everything rusts. Rust never sleeps. And now if this was clear coated aluminum or anything like that, you would not want to use this because you would just scratch the clear coat. I would say that was probably the worst offender right there, but that's the same, that's on every Suzuki Boulevard. That's where it gets bad because it sits on the kickstand and like water just freaking collects right there.
Yeah, it pulls up.
So if you own this bike afterward, just make sure you dry that spot off after it rains. Well, Shadetree, I think you deserve to be pretty damn proud of yourself.
Thank you.
You have taken a bike that was not running, and now it is. You've taken a bike that was dirty and didn't look like a whole lot, even though it was, and uncovered the true beauty that lay hidden underneath its true beauty.
Me after high school, bro.
It's looking good, and it runs. Well, I mean, we gotta take it off the thing and make sure it runs and rides.
Yeah, but it turned on, so.
Yeah, you know, it revs up. It makes a noise. Anyway, let's slap this sucker back together. Bags. I love how these bags came out. They just look great.
We literally, all we did was rinse them off with water.
All you did was clean them. They wouldn't even condition the leather yet. Go ahead, condition it.
Why do you say it like that?
Condition it. I don't know, it makes it fucking feel weird though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Go ahead, condition the leather. Ladies, would you like some conditioned leather?
Sorry I ever betrayed you, Suzuki. Or Harley. My Harley for another Harley.
You're like, damn, dude. This bike is fucking nice.
Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. If you are interested in purchasing the Suzuki, it is for $3,000. And hey, if you don't live crazy far, maybe we could deliver this motorcycle to you. Or if you want to pick it up from the Forgotten Angels camp out in March, we can store it for you till then. Just let us know. We're easy, we'll make a deal. It only has 7,000 miles on it. It's a 2014. It's the perfect beginner bike and even intermediate bike. I rode this bike for 6 years. Not this motorcycle, but I've had a Suzuki Boulevard 4 times. The reason I'm selling the Suzuki Boulevard is because I'm looking for an engine for a shovel head. I'm not trying to make any money off of the Suzuki. I really just want to get an engine. If you're interested in purchasing the Suzuki, contact Finally Cool on Instagram. I'll have his link in the description down below. I'm here for you every Sunday and Wednesday on YouTube and every Tuesday and Thursday on Twitch. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the ding dong doodle, and do all the things. Bye.
Start every morning with an existential crisis around here. I don't have my first cup of coffee until I've had my first existential crisis, lying in bed staring at the ceiling, wondering what the hell I'm doing with my life. Oh my God, is this it? Oh my God, I'm running out of time. The sun's already up. We're running out of time. We're out of time. We're out of time. We're out of time. We're out of time. Go fast. Go, 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 go.